Alright, this is Bart with another video. First of all, I want to thank you for the feedback I've received on my last few videos. I'm also going to try to do a more static view, which I heard was appreciated in the previous videos. In this one, I'm going to talk a bit more about my Specialized Sirrus, which is the 2019 Specialized Sirrus X Carbon edition. But as we will see in a few moments, I did do a lot of upgrades. First of all, what is this use of this bike? What is its purpose? Obviously, I do have some other bikes in the stable, but this is actually my commuter bike. So I have, as you can see here, the Sequoia for traveling. I have an Epic mountain bike. I have a Specialized Crux for road/gravel light. I also have a Tarmac, which isn't around here, but then I have this one. And this bike, I have to say, I really love it. It's a Fact9 carbon frame with the true axle standards, 142 millimeters in the rear. I have, maybe I should zoom in a little, I have put on my Aeolus carbon gravel wheels from Bound Rager. These are the 3V, so the very wide 25 millimeter internal gravel tires, and they are laced on a 24 millimeter spoke set hub of Aeolus. And this is, of course, the Specialized Pathfinder 38 millimeters, or it's the Tracer, I should say. It's the Tracer. And it's wide, comfy, and it does leave ample room, although I wouldn't go bigger than that. Of course, you can see some of the safety features in here, the reflective strips, the top peak frame back, the Z-file top tube, bottle cage, instrument box, the new XT pedals. For now, I still have the original 1x11 speed SRAM group set. I did some research. That is an NX group set. So it's a 42 teeth chainring up front, laced to a Praxis crank. I did change a cassette. I swapped it for a 1128 for the simple reason that I do most of my cycling here locally in Flanders, which is flat. So I do like the shorter gaps in between. I could, however, change that back to an 1142. Apart from that, I did also upgrade the stem, which is the Roval Cobble Gobble. This is a carbon saddle, the Romain Evo 168 millimeters. Some lights, of course. I didn't change the handlebar. I'm not going to. It does have a bell, a light, and a reflector. And of course, the future shock that is inside. Now, how does it ride? Compared to my other bikes, it really rides like a jewel. I like mostly the combination of carbon frame, wheel set, and seat post. And I do have to stress that this is not a top tire carbon wheel set. The Bound Rager Aeolus, they come in at around 1200 USD, which is fairly reasonable, and they have a very modern dimension with the 32 millimeter external, 25 millimeter internal, which really gives this bike a cushion feel. Of course, you can't go wider because of the frame, but I don't have to. I use it for commuting. My commute is around 20 kilometers with some gobbles. I could do some sections of off-road if it doesn't rain. So it's very multi-purpose for that. And of course, in Flanders, where I live, it's not the topography, but the winds that dictate the speeds you're maintaining. But if it's wind still, I can really easily maintain 30 kilometers per hour. But of course, there are days with headwinds that it drops to 22. I've also had 45 kilometers per hour tailwind. That also happens. Of course, this bike is not a feather light weight. It's not a 6.8 kilo Tour de France bike. I do believe it comes in at under 10. It's, of course, the frame is heavy with the future shock and it's Fact9 carbon. But with the specs and all, I do think it's around 9.3, 9.4. And that includes pedals and bottle cage. So that is very decent. It's heavier than a road bike, but who cares? I'm commuting, I'm having fun, I'm having comfort. That's all that matters. The saddle, the seat post, the ergonomic handlebar grip, the tires, the wheels, the future shock. The whole combination just makes for a very comfortable ride. So I'm very thrilled with that as well. I have been riding this for a few months. I did do these upgrades only recently. Why so? Well, very simply because I'm using this bike the most. Because of COVID and restrictions, these three bikes here are being used somewhat less. I'm not able to do a large bike trip, bike packing this year, of course, with the border closures. Mountain biking is possible, short trips. I use this bike for long rides in the Ardennes area, but that's not really happening because of COVID. And these short rides, this 40 km a day, now with the summer light, maybe up to 60 kilometers per day, that is just doable. I'm just doing it. I'm putting in those miles. So for that sense, I feel like I should put those components on that bike. And for now, I really feel that's great. And I might change something in the winter. But for now, for the next few months, April, May, June, July, August, September, I'm going to use this bike. I'm going to put in the miles. I'm going to enjoy this. And I'm going to enjoy a combination of Specialized, Trek, Praxis, SRAM, Shimano. Basically, I just put every brand together that a topic that I can think of, and it's a very sweet combo. So there you have it in brief, the Specialized Sirrus X Carbon, why it still has a place in my lineup, even though I have many more significantly expensive bikes. But that's not the point. The point is fun. I don't believe in aero. I don't believe in extreme lightweight. I believe in functional weight and good, comfortable accessories that will accommodate you to put in the miles. As long as you're doing that, you are a champion. I'm not a pro rider. I do put in 20K a year, which is good. I'm in shape. I feel good. I can easily take a 200K gravel ride. It's all about the fun of cycling. That's it. If you guys want to leave a comment or have a question, do it below. I will gladly get back to you. And if you would like to see more videos of this, please do subscribe and hit the little bell icon so every time I upload a video, you get a notification. Other than that, there will be more outside footage for the next few months. I'm not gonna make it any longer. Enjoy your evening. Over and out.